Hey everyone, this is Justin Williams with Helping Hand Accounting Services. Today I'm going to give you some tax advice, some tax information, and something that you may not know anything about. Okay, a lot of people uh, they end up on the IRS. People have tax liabilities that they've been paying on for quite some time. Some people have tax liabilities every year, and then they engage in an installment agreement, and it's just a never-ending cycle. Like they just like, oh yeah, I got to pay the IRS every month because they're just tied into it. And some people just don't file taxes at all because they don't have the money to pay the IRS because they feel as if they're gonna owe. Okay, what if I could tell you that you can you don't you can settle for less than what you would actually owe? What if I could tell you that you don't have to pay all of that amount? Okay, what I'm talking about is something that the IRS calls an offer in compromise. Okay, the offer in compromise is a form that it depends on your situation. Now, if you can afford it, you can afford it. But if you're in a situation where you are unable to pay and you can't pay that tax liability, or if paying that tax liability is going to cause you some financial hardship, this is something for you. So you might want to check into it. Make sure that the tax professional that you actually go to is like an enrolled agent, a tax attorney, or a CPA. Somebody that knows exactly what they're doing, because this could get messed up really easily, and some people never heard of it or they just don't do it altogether. Okay. Now, this can be you can engage in the offering compromise even if there's like a tax lien against your home or your bank account or anything. The tax lien is one of the things that the IRS has to do before their statutes of limitation actually expire. So don't get too worried. If you're able to pay or you're trying to get back on your feet and get this taken care of, I'm saying contact someone like myself. Okay. Now, going in, the IRS do look at certain things. Okay, they look at your bank statements. That's number one. So that's like your assets, like if you own property, stuff of that nature. Also, they look for your ability to pay. Okay, which includes like your income and your expenses. So if you have a whole bunch of expenses, usually a lot of people do. Includes like your food and groceries every month. So don't think of it like clothes for your children and stuff of that nature. So don't just think that it's like business expenses. They look at your business assets, your business debt, your personal income, and your personal debt. So if you have a lot of those things and nothing, and it shows that you're unable to pay, then hey, this is something that you need to really, really engage in. Make sure again, you find somebody that knows what they're doing, like myself, because if they don't, you may lose out or they might not follow stuff, and this is not like an overnight process. Also, okay, it's not overnight. It's not going to be done by next week. Sometimes it takes several months. Okay, sometimes it may, given the IRS right now, it may take like a year. So just bear with us, okay, as we get this taken care of. And while you're engaged in the offer and compromise, waiting for the IRS to accept or reject it, you don't have to make any payments on that tax liability. Okay. Um, Now, you have to be eligible to actually file an offer and compromise. One is mainly the fact that you have to be up to date with your tax filing requirements. Now, in order to be eligible for an offer and compromise, you have to be up to date with all of your tax filings. Okay, meaning that you have to be filed up to date. You can't have you can't not have done 2019 tax return unless you didn't have to. Okay, they're gonna ask. They always ask. It's like, okay, what happened to 2019? Did you have to? Let's say that you just had under the required amount, so you get away with that. You get a pass. Or if you got laid off, you didn't work that year. stuff like that. I mean, hey, you get around it. Okay, so don't get too worried about it. But if you had income and you were supposed to file taxes, file those taxes. Okay, that's one. The other one is the fact that you can't be in a current bankruptcy proceeding. Okay, so you can't be filing bankruptcy and claim an offer of compromise. You have to wait till that out because bankruptcy is going to liquidate your assets, and then whatever you have left, that's what you file an offer of compromise with. Okay, let's say that when you do that, you actually have like $10,000 left in your bank account. You don't have a job, and you file for bankruptcy, whatever. Okay, in that, even in that instant, you can still, and you, let's say that your tax liability was $10,000 as well. Okay, you can still file an offer in compromise just because that paying those taxes will cause you a financial hardship, meaning that you're going to become homeless, or it's going to cause you to have your car repossessed, things of that nature. I'm saying once that actually happened, these are the reasons that they really have this in place. This is to uh, help us out in situations when needed. Okay, the thing is, a lot of people don't know about this. So, with that being said, if this sounds right for you, or you know somebody in this type of situation, and tell them to get in contact with their tax practitioner, or get them in contact with me, a CPA or a tax attorney. I mean, I'm cheaper than the tax attorney is, and that's really expensive. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, just contact me. My website is www.hhsla.com, or contact me on Facebook and Instagram at hh_accounting services. All right, I'm Justin Williams with Helping Hand Accounting Services. We're here to help.